yesterday was kind of an odd day. Didn't get to do a lot of filming yesterday because I had a full SD card. Didn't have time to stop and change it. And now this morning I can't even find my other SD card. So there you go. Yesterday brought another driver down here to we're in Rochester, Indiana at the Pilot. So we did 505 miles yesterday after we loaded 3 skid steers. Take a look at that in a second here. Today we're going to move about 180 miles over towards Dayton, Ohio. It is 7:55 in the morning now. Yep. So we got the sunrise over there. So we did, I brought the other driver down because right next to me was an abandoned truck. Some other, Valley employee decided just to leave the truck there. Didn't have the guts to bring it back. I'll just leave it here. The hell with everybody else. The hell with being responsible and being an adult. So we got some skid steers here. So we're just gonna check out our chains. Like I said, we did 500 miles yesterday. 100 miles down to the drop yard in Waterloo. You got to take that one off and redo that one. That one's good. But we're bringing these to Vidalia. There's back to Vidalia, Ohio, just a little bit north of Dayton, Ohio. This one's going to Harmony, Pennsylvania, a little bit north of Pittsburgh. So it's pretty little cold. I mean, the wind is still blowing like it was all day yesterday. We're about just to get a little sunrise here. Like I said, we're gonna get ourselves going. Still have to mess with my fuel tanks because whatever they did nothing to it. Alrighty. Oh well, that's the way it is. So it's cold enough now that I gotta have the beanie on the head. Long sleeve, a pullover, a hoodie. Got to put on a jacket just so I'm not freezing the bejuvies off. Get the warm beanie. So today, like I said, we're gonna make our way from Rochester Indiana. We're gonna follow US 30 over to Fort Wayne, get around Fort Wayne into Ohio, get on the 75 and take that south. Oh, what a day, what a day. Unfortunately, this weekend I cannot do a 34-hour reset, so we're starting the week off with 29 hours. Well, 26 hours approximately once we get to where we're going. So we're going to get a little pittance back, you know, the first day after 8 days, but we're not getting a whole lot of time back. But we'll do what we got to do and see what we can see. Okie dokie. Well, what do I do with it? Okay. All right, so I went in, of course, used the facilities, like I said, and now I got myself a couple hot dogs. And a drink. Yeah, which hat I'm gonna put on. Yeah, we'll put one of our melting hats on. Just to poke a little bit of fun. No, wait, I got this. I got my my trucker, the trucker's life hat. All right. So, all right. We're actually going to take our hoodie off because it's a little warm in the cab. Take the beanie off, put the regular hat on. No sense driving when you're uncomfortable. So they got some generators there, looks like. All right. So we got about 80 miles to go, about an hour and 20 minutes. The load is riding just fine, didn't have to tighten anything up. Put that into drive. Okay, we are in driving mode on the ELD. So we're going to get back on I-70 eastbound. Now first we'll get into Ohio, then around Dayton. We're going to go to the north side of Dayton. And that's where we will be for the rest of the night. laundry done while we're there. And then first thing in the morning, we'll get up and deliver the first 2 pieces, drive about 300 miles, deliver the last piece. Then we should be able to see where we're going to go to next. And then after that, we got to worry about getting ourselves down into down to Florida for this court appearance. All right. We are still in the work zone, still at 55 miles an hour. You're an idiot.
Approaching destination in 700 feet on the right side.
All right, we are here at our location for the evening. I've been here to this truck stop one time before.
You have arrived at your destination on the right side. Flying J Travel Plaza number 097.
Alrighty.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Excuse me. So we will find ourselves a place to park, even though it is rather full here. Probably on the left over to my right here. Hey, nice guy, let this guy out. And I think all those over there are actually reserve spots. So I think we'll park right over here. Yeah, those are all reserve spots, so we are going to U-turn, park right along the curb here. I think that will be the thing to do. Now all these over on this on the left-hand side here are reserve spots, so I ain't paying for a spot when there's a free open one. If I remembered what the layout was, I wouldn't be doing a U-turn, but there you go. I'm gonna park right next to this drop trailer. And be out as many people's way as possible, because I just cannot put my wheels back up onto the curb there. And the fewer people I can be in the way of, the less chance I have of getting hit. It won't eliminate it, but the chances are reduced. Let's get a little bit further away there, I think. I don't need to hit that other trailer. I don't need to hit the front of this wide load over here either. There we go, that's a little better. That's a little better. You don't have to be perfect. You should just aim for it, though. Bump on the curb, and that is about as good place as any. All right, do our post-trip inspection, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Well, we are doing a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of organization, a little bit of neatening up. While we have a little bit of downtime. It's 1 o'clock now. Taking a little bit of our lubricant, and we're gonna treat things and make sure they're properly maintained. Keep things all nice, upright, and put where they need to be. So we still need, it's like that. I just threw my banners in there. Just threw them in there. Just wanted to get them out of the way. You know, standing in mud was not my idea of fun. Take it out the easy way. So we got our ratchets here. We got 4 4-inch ratchets, 2 2-inch ratchets. So we're gonna go along and lube all the gears here and all the nuts and bolts and everything that slides and metal to metal contact. We're gonna lubricate all of that to make sure that they are working properly. You know, that's the biggest thing. It's got to work properly. If it's not working properly, what's the point of having it on the truck? So we're gonna use a little bit of that. All right, now, like I said, we're gonna fold that up. We're gonna take care of that in a moment. So up in the cabinet here, this one I'm standing on has old straps that have been dismantled. They've been torn and ripped, and they're not serviceable, so we can't use them as load bearing or work straps. You know, we can't put them on top of load and expect them to hold anything. We got rubber bands on every single one of our straps here so they don't unravel. They stay nice and neat, nice and tight, nice and organized. Here we got old hooks from straps, the ones that are from here. We can't use them for anything else, so we're going to repurpose them for another duty. So like I said, we're just keeping those to the side. They still have a function, they still have use, but not as strap hooks at the moment. If we get a heavy duty, you know, sewing machine to redo the straps, we could possibly use them for something. So besides, we have, you know, our load here, so we have chains and binders and edge protectors on the load. So the first cabinet on the driver's side, we have all of our chain. Long chains on this side, short chains on this side. We got a 3-foot crowbar and our 3-foot winch bar here. You know, just keep it here out of the way. I rarely use the 3-foot winch bar. I use my automotive winch bar for most everything. This one, only when you need to really put some heavy tension or heavy torque into the winch and the strap. Well, I never need to take that one, which I rarely do. So, you know, I just leave it up in here, but all the other chain resides in this cabinet. Like I said, long chains on the right, short chains on the left. So that's the driver's side box. Then down the bottom here, we're gonna have all these winches will reside on the bottom here. You know, where I don't have to bend, I'm gonna use them that often, so bending over to grab them, you know, put them where they're least gonna be used. The straps are used second, so they're a little bit lower down. So when I'm standing up here on the deck, my head is up here, so bending down to these takes a little bit more work. So we're just gonna leave those down there. I need to get some more 4-inch. I only got 3 4-inches and 5 2-inch straps. I need more. I need a whole bunch more of the 4-inch straps. So we'll pick those up as we go along. So up top here, I have, you know, your regular 4-inch corner boards. I got some spring clamps. Always come in handy for holding, you know, the edge of straps, holding a chain temporarily, you know, holding the flags in place temporarily while you strap them down. You know, I have a couple of exhaust hoods here that just folded up and thrown there on the top. I may figure put those in the side box, probably with my other flags and banners, whatnot. It might be a better place for it. So I got this red container. Doesn't quite fit. Well, it does and doesn't, but I need something underneath of it to hold the back corner up like this. But I'll figure that out in a bit. You know, I mean, if I wedge it like that, it fits. But like, well, I'll figure out something like that. A little piece of block of wood under there, under that back left corner. But you know, I got spare rubber bands here for the straps. I got the J hooks just hanging on the edge. I got 6 of those. I got some rubber mat, you know, strap protector mats, but I also use them for chains, for edge protection. And I got some, these are some 4-ton shackles, which always come in handy when you're chaining down equipment. You don't have to break your chains in order to get the chain through the hole. Just throw that on there, attach the chain to that. That's it. Spring clip, holding a trash bag in place. Then this side, holds all my binders, my ratchet binders. So I want to get a bar put right here as well, so I can put 2 layers of them in there. Right now it's a little bit jumbled. I still have to figure that one out, but that's the passenger side. And like I said, right now I'm gonna do maintenance on all these ratchets here, make sure they work smoothly and properly, inhibit the rust, inhibit the binding, clean some of the dirt out, and then have them sit in there on the bottom here nice and neat and organized. But when I do need them, which is rarely, I will have them available to me and they're gonna work. That's the key. When I need them, they will work. I'm not gonna be fighting them. So I got one strap here, just holding this little bit of dunnage on. I need to pick up some more of the 4x4s here. That's probably gonna be the thing I need to do, but for right now, 2 pieces, 4 foot long by 4 foot square pieces of dunnage. That should be okay for the moment. So edge protector here on the edge of this bucket here, chain down, and on the top there, and right next to that cylinder right there as well, I have the another piece of that rubber edge, edge protection there. And basically doing the same thing here. It's on the teeth, so I'm not too worried about it. This is the working edge. Chain here, because they're all so close together. Use the edge protection so I don't damage this here. Rubber up there, and where where it needs to be. And the same back here. Binder, chain, edge protector, corner protector, rubber mat. And the same back here. Don't need any edge protection back here. Bungee just to hold the chain from falling off, keep it nice stable. So we're good to go. And this bungee here I just use for my cord when I have my beacon on. I don't know why I left it, but it got left. So we're gonna put that away so it don't go missing or broken. All right. And then, like I said, in here, I keep all my bungees, my old straps, which I'm gonna weave a couple of mats with these, tire thumper, and my short bar for my straps. I keep that in here. And here is all my load stuff. So I got some extra magnets for flags. I got my flags here, the ones with the magnets on them, the ones on the sticks, my banners, a couple of cargo nets, the towels, got the broom handle, a beacon, my triangles on the driver's side where they're needed, fire extinguisher on the driver's side where it's needed to be gotten at quickly. Like I said, then over here, I got an extension pole for moving things around, for moving things at a distance, and also for my broom, I got my height stick and a tape measure on this side. So I'm gonna fold this up real quick. And it don't take much considering it's fairly stiff, plastic. Easily folded up and put away. Like I said, I got extra magnets because you always want to need an extra supply of, certain pieces of equipment. So since they go on flags, which I need to pick up some more flags, we got a few extra there in case something gets stolen or just falls off because it brushed up against something or whatnot. All right. Then that's batteries right there. Then on the passenger side, underneath the bunk, this is where I keep all my hand tools, my cleaners, my extra bits and bobs, things that I need. So, you got Fog-X, Rain-X Fog-X, glass cleaner, Purple Power, some glass wipes, WD-40, my liquid wrench, my Lysol wipes will stay here. Usually keep some shop towels here as well. Up here, I got some extra, empty bottles. You never know when they're going to come in handy. Socket wrench set, extra bits and bobs, heat shrink tube, my Bumblebee strap winder, hand tools, drill bits, butane torch, a little greaser for my Bumblebee, a hacksaw, laser thermometer, my stem puller, pliers, screwdrivers, whatnot. This is extra parts down here, fuses and tape and twine and little bits of foam, tape, extra conduit, locks, which I'm going to have them replace the locks there when I can, a filter wrench, a pump, a little dust broom, little mallet, 2-pound sledge, drill, and the charger for that. It keeps everything neat and organized. If everything is cylinders on one side and not just all clumpled in there, like I said, I got these little containers that I glued together. They keep nice and stable, keep in there nice and neat. I don't even know what this is. What is this? All that extra cord for this. That's the design flaw right there. Like I said, overall not too bad. So like I said, so right now we're going to lubricate all these, make sure they're working properly. Then once I'm comfortable with that, they'll go back into the bottom of the box here, and then we'll turn our attention to other things. All right, well, had the hood up there for a little bit, cleaning a whole heck of a lot of grease off the running gear, the drag line, your pivot, your steering knuckle, steering arm, steering wheel, cleaning all the nipples off for the, make sure I can actually see them, cleaning all the excess grease up. Spent about 20 minutes doing that, so we got that one side fairly clean. So now I'm greasy and dirty from the maintenance I've been doing here. It is now 2:45. So I got a little bit of trash to throw away. Did a good bit of my maintenance. Made sure my load thing was tight. Did a couple corrections on that. Now I'm gonna go in and grab a shower. And no trash can back here. The trash can over here. And this is something I wish more truck drivers would do. Instead of leaving their trash fly all over the place, because they just don't care. You take your trash, run that little hole there, bing, bang, boom. Everybody's a winner. So we're gonna go in here. Gonna grab get a shower. Use the old app here. Pipeline J. Reserve a shower. Yes. Showers reserved. We are customer number 54. And as soon as it's time for a shower, to give me the code, and we can go in and have a nice pleasant shower, get clean. And just like me, this gentleman thinks it's summertime. All right, there's our code. We're going into shower number 9. So we are good to go.